Hello everyone, I'm back today with another recipe. Today I'm going to make a coconut sheet cake. I'm just making a basic box cake, but I really want you to focus on the frosting, the icing that I'm going to make for this is going to be a 7-minute meringue. So that will be the focus of the video, but I'm going to go ahead now and we're going to get started on this cake. So I'm just going to use the Duncan Hines box cake, the coconut. This is a very delicious cake. If you don't want to go through all the steps to make homemade, I know a lot of us like the homemade, but what I'm doing now is I'm just going by the recipe on the back of the box. So I'm just going to add everything in, the eggs, the butter, the milk, and I'm using canned milk, I'm using evaporated. If you don't have that, you can just use the whole milk or the 2%. And then if you don't have milk, you can just use water, but on the back of the box, they advise you to use milk. So what I'm doing now is I'm just scraping the cake down in the bowl, and I'm going to give it another good mix. And this is a very easy recipe. If you just want to make a sheet cake for an event, a birthday, a cookout, maybe a church dinner, or whatever, family cookout, or wherever you might want to take a cake to, this would be a easy, very moist, delicious cake. This is my first sheet cake, coconut sheet cake that's on my channel, but I do have a couple other cakes on the channel that are coconut. And the recipe for those cakes are a little different. So I've just sprayed my pan down, and I'm just gonna put my cake in here. You can preheat your oven. That would be a great thing to do. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And this doesn't take long, about 30 or 35 minutes, and this cake is done. So I'm just going to smooth it out. So here it is. So I'm just going to pop it in the oven and let it bake. So here are the results. Came out really, really good. So now what I'm doing is I'm poking some holes in the top of the cake, and I'm going to let it cool off just a little bit. So now we're about to make the 7-minute meringue. So I'm using the pasture-raised eggs, and I'm going to separate 3. I'm just going to use the egg white. I wish I could have had another view so you could really see what I'm doing, but I'm separating the egg yolk from the white, and I'm going to put the yolks in a bowl, and I can use those later. Just make sure you don't get any eggshells in here, and also make sure your eggs are very, very cold. You need for your eggs to be very cold when you're doing this. I'm just using 3 eggs. 3 egg whites. And this is so easy, guys. This has been around, this recipe, for a long, long time. So this is my powdered sugar. I'm going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. So that's what I just did. I just measured 1 cup. And I'm not going to start with the mixer right off. I'm going to kind of move the powdered sugar around in the bowl with the egg whites with my spatula. And then I'll start mixing it up. So I'm just gonna wrap the eggs up and put them in there in the fridge. So here I am, I'm just moving this around in the bowl with the egg whites. So now I'm just gonna start mixing this. And this takes a while. They say about 7 minutes. That's about right. The more you mix this, the fluffier it gets. And I've been using this on my coconut cake for years. But when I used to do it years ago, I didn't know about the powdered sugar, so I used the granulated sugar, and that worked out. I really just used to love that texture that I used to put on the coconut layer cake. But I will be doing a layer cake with this, a coconut layer cake with this meringue. And I'll be doing one from scratch. So here I am, you just let it, you just whip it, and it just gets fluffier and fluffier. I know a lot of people don't like raw eggs, but this works. Me and my family have been eating this for years, and we've never got sick. But use a high quality egg when you do it. So there it is. It just gets fluffier and fluffier. So I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to beat it some more. So there you have it, the 7-minute meringue. So now I'm gonna get my cake, and the only thing I'm gonna do now is just spread it on my cake. Then I'm gonna add some of this coconut, the coconut flakes. If you wanna brown some of your coconut, if you wanna toast some of your coconut, you can just put some in the oven in a sheet pan on about 400 degrees, but you gotta keep watching it because you don't want it to burn. But I didn't toast any coconuts today. I'm just gonna put it on this cake. And this cake is really good. So if you're thinking about making a coconut cake, or if you just want to use this on one of your layer cakes, you can. And also you can use this on a pie. You can use this on a banana pudding. This works. If you want to toast it in the oven with the banana pudding, it works. You just have to watch it. So I've added all of it to the cake. So now I'm just going to sprinkle it with some coconut flakes, and we are done. And like I say, I do have other coconut cakes on my channel. I also have a coconut pie on my channel if you want to go and look in the playlist. So I'm just going to cut this. As a matter of fact, somebody is waiting on a couple of slices. So I do have my plate here. And there it is. Coconut sheet cake with this 7-minute meringue. Or I call it 7-minute frosting. And I'm going to cut one more, and I'll have one later. So there it is, my coconut sheet cake. I want to thank you all for watching this video. And if you like coconut, this will be a great recipe to try. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.